And now, Effective Communication with Phil Zeller, CEO, Dale Carnegie, Southwest Michigan.
So what are the odds that history will repeat itself time and time again? Is there such thing as original thought? Are there original thoughts? Is there something new? Is there something refreshing? Is there something innovative? All great questions to ask. But as we look at it right now and we watch things around us in this political world we live in, it's always interesting. I always study history. I love history because history gives you a lot of insight. And the first place to go to once you figure out what your vision is for the future is to go to the past, see what was done in the past, see what worked, see what didn't work, and learn from the past. And it's amazing, this lesson that I often face all the time with leaders in communication. And I see it right now, people making this faux pas in communication where they want to point the finger of blame at somebody else. They want to blame somebody. You did this to me. You did this. You did that. And they point the finger of blame. Well, the finger of blame doesn't make any friends. As a matter of fact, if you count the fingers of blame, when you point the finger at somebody else, count the fingers coming back at you. There's 3 coming back at you when you point the finger of blame. So 3-1, what did you do about this situation? What did you do to create or change this situation during the process of? And a lot of times we don't think about that. We just want to blame somebody else, right? It's easier that way. It's not me, it's somebody else. And this is a challenge in communication and relationships with people when we're talking with people. Nobody wants to be blamed, and people are too quick to blame other people. So, of course, in the world we live in communication, Dale Carnegie, we challenge people to look at what can you do. And Dale Carnegie gives a wonderful example in the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, talking about the election back when, this going back to a presidential election, and Roosevelt was president, and he, of course, was done with his 2 terms. And then Taft took over, and Taft became president. Taft was the heir apparent of Roosevelt coming in as president of the United States of America. And then during the Taft administration, there were some things that he disagreed with Roosevelt on. And Roosevelt and him would get in a conversation. As things went on, it got more and more challenging between the two. And they got into more and more heated disagreements. So much so that at the end of the day, Teddy Roosevelt came out with the Bull Moose Party, came out with a different way to do things, and came out with a third party to come back and run against Taft for another shot at the presidency. Well, of course, the 2 of them in this challenge they had with each other, they ended up getting beat by the third candidate, which was Woodrow Wilson. And Wilson actually ends up becoming president because Taft and Roosevelt had really split the ticket between their similar ideas and opened the door for Woodrow Wilson. And it's interesting when you look at a situation like this. They asked Taft afterwards, what could you have done differently? The media asked him, what could you have done differently? And he said, I just don't see how I could have done anything differently. And boom, therein lies the situation. Did he explore every option? Well, obviously he didn't. Because if you look back, playing Monday morning quarterback is easy. You're looking back at a situation, decide what you could do or what you could not do. And the reality is we have not explored all the options available to us. Why? Because a lot of the options that we have, we're not even aware of them. Somebody else may know it. Somebody else may have seen it. Somebody else may have experienced it, but we're not aware of it. So our challenge in all of this, when we point the finger of blame, we're really showing our ignorance. And this is our challenge. We can't be content in our ignorance in communication and our relationships with people. And we got to explore every avenue possible. Yes, this means that we have to be more humble. Yes, this means that we don't have all the answers. Yes, this means that we got to put our ego on the shelf. But think about it for a moment. What's this going to do for our relationships with other people when they realize that, hey, we're open-minded and we're willing to explore all the options? We're even willing to look at things that we've never even heard of or looked at before. What it shows to the people around us is that we're open-minded. And it really makes it easier for them to work with us and relate with us and communicate with us. So ask yourself, is it really them or is it you? Is it really them or is it you? And as you think about this and you think about that question, ask yourself, how open-minded are you? Are you willing to communicate? Are you willing to be diplomatic? Are you willing to be able to relate? Because if you're not, don't go pointing the finger of blame, because there's always 3 coming back at you. So my challenge to you, find this peace of mind. take a look in your own heart and decide for yourself in order to do the right thing, and you'll help more people move forward.